minute, don't know. Got a minute of your time. Got a minute of your.
Hush, I'm gonna live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. God of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its sides. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye. When no one's to be found, what keeps you eased out? What takes you off your mind? Guess you want this, I want this. Everybody in this, we should have it. Stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them. Take the time to recognize it.
Hi.
So excited for today.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, people. Good morning.
Welcome to our podcast.
Welcome to the podcast from Vision to Success.
Want to go for it? Want to do the intro?
No, you're the intro person. I'm the outro. You're the intro.
All right. We are here to discuss all things from the beginnings of the beginnings.
From the beginnings to the beginnings.
To the end. But we like to focus more on the messy middle.
You like to focus on the messy middle.
I do love to focus on the messy middle.
Yeah. That's your cup of tea, not mine.
Yes. Because all you want to do is just post your highlight reels. Look at me. I'm so good. But nobody knows how much the messy middle you have. If anybody has a messiest middle, it is this man. At least I share mine. He has some dark demons.
I am the queen of messy middles.
Queen? This guy can make anything uncomfortable.
Finish your intro, dude.
That's it. I don't know what else. I forgot. You made me lose my train of thought.
Vision to Success.
I did. I said, welcome to our podcast from Vision to Success.
Where we begin with our vision. And goal is to succeed.
Our goal is to succeed.
And have success. And then this podcast is about the messy in the middle.
The messy in the middle. Okay. Clearly. This guy's just trying to boot me out.
I am.
Now that he has Seth working.
For a while, I've been trying to boot you out. And now,
I know. So people, if you still want me here, you got to let him know. Because I am 1 foot out already.
You got more than 1 foot out.
I'm holding on for dear life. But you know what? I dare you. Go for it. I might not come back next year, guys. We'll see. We'll see how this series goes. And we'll decide from there. I'll decide from there.
You'll decide from there?
I'll decide from coming back.
I think the funniest thing that happened last week when we went to that school, Bishop Redding, and then...
So we went to a school. Miguel had an event. This really, really, really super amazing event that he's a part of. He's been busy creating a program for youth to mentor youth. It's incredible. I have to give you props. When I was sitting there, he was presenting to the youth. It's going to be a pilot program in one of the Catholic schools in the Halton region where we live. Well, we don't live there, but the region next to us.
Yeah.
And he was doing his thing. You know what I have to give you props for? Your ability to command a room, especially you can command a room full of youth. Adults, I feel like you're a little uncomfortable.
I'm not. No.
He hides. But anyway, he's able to command a room full of youth, which most adults feel super intimidated. Yeah. I watch people be so intimidated about around young people, but you don't. Even when there was a particular table and there was one girl kind of giving him looks, kind of like... But you took it and you're like, why are you looking at me that way? You were able to... I
totally called her out.
You were, but it totally broke the ice. I watched you and I was taking notes. I was thinking, how is this going to pan out? It was amazing. And then he presented.
Yeah.
And at the end, youth were supposed to sign up for this experience to be mentors, right?
Yeah, there were 40 youth there.
Let's relax. There was 34.
Was it 34?
Yes.
Christina told me there were
44 had signed up. 34 came. There was 100. Just kidding. I'm just joking. But there was a lot of youth there. I don't know how many actually there were.
Yeah.
But every single one of them got up and they went to go sign up.
Yeah.
I was so impressed.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was so good. I mean,
that was funny because again, some of these youth, they know me because I've been working with them all year, last year and stuff like that. And others are brand new to the program. And so they, we're still trying to build relationship there. But there's one girl, when I come in strong. Hey, how are you guys? And all this. So there's one girl's like.
Not like if you ever see him hiding in a corner, that's not him when he's around you.
Yeah.
Or if he's in his car working,
Why the air quotes? I am working.
trust and believe he's not working if he's in his car.
Anyways,
he just feels uncomfortable.
I totally called her out. I'm like, why are you giving me dirty looks, yo? She's like, I'm not. I'm like, yes, you are. And so
She was. It was full blown teenage girl mode. I kid you not. I would have been a little intimidated with those looks, but you leaned in hard.
I did.
I took a lesson. I took a lesson 1 to 2. I was like, okay, let me write this down because this is something that I need to be more comfortable with and call people out. But it was in a good way.
It wasn't
like,
a fun way. Yeah, I wasn't
wasn't
chastising
weird.
her. Like
Yeah.
I made it. And then I turned it into a joke, right?
He did.
And so it was fun.
Yeah.
You know that? Has first of all, Ali's on.
Oh, hey, Lee.
How you doing, buddy? Good guy, really good guy. Bev hasn't logged in a while.
She's busy.
I think did you offend her?
I might have. No, I'm just kidding. She's just busy. She's been going through a lot of. She's in her messy middle. Good things are coming for her.
Oh.
Amazing things. She's completing a huge goal that her and Andrew have had. It's just that right now they're in the midst of the discomfort. Even joy and success brings so much discomfort. So that's where they're at.
Okay.
So she's probably busy. But Beth, where are you? I thought we were supposed to be friends, man.
Yeah, I thought you were supposed to support.
That's okay.
I know that I've told you to log out a couple of times, but I mean, I was
She's
just
like, I didn't
joking.
mean it. We need every single viewer.
A shout out is to be done.
Yes. You want to go for it?
What's her name? I'll tell you.
What do you mean? Ella.
No, her last name. Do you know her last name?
Starts
Exactly.
with an H.
Hepatitis.
Oh my gosh. Ella, we're so sorry. Do not listen to this. Do not listen to him. He probably doesn't even know what that word means.
Isn't it like
Heaps. Ella Heaps.
what's hepatitis?
It's a liver disease.
Yeah, that's
Trust me, when he says a big word, you must trust and believe that he does not know what it means. Trust. Do not be offended. Think twice. If he said something like that, be like, he probably doesn't fully understand. He
sorry.
hasn't chat GPT'd it yet. So
I'm sorry, Ella.
yes,
Ella,
you should
I love
apologize.
you. So we
Way
got
to make it weird.
No, I know. Hang on, let me try and recoup here. So her friend
Shout out to Trenton.
Trenton, that's it. I was gonna
Yeah.
say Trevor, but Trenton messaged us, and so like she's a big supporter of the show. Anyways, and so then he sent me a second message saying that hang on one second. I gotta put this on Do Not
Trenton.
Disturb.
Miguel sent me your message. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We are so grateful. Ella, we're so grateful that you're sharing our show, our podcast with other people. And we love you so much. We're so grateful that you watch it and have watched it for so long.
But that's nothing. That's nothing. I mean, thank you for watching,
Okay.
but that is second.
This
to-
guy's like, it's
No.
all that I've done.
No, I didn't say that either. Hang on
Okay,
one second.
get on your
Can I
pedestal.
finish my sentence?
Yeah. get
Am
on
I
your
allowed to
pedestal.
speak? It's a dual podcast.
Get on your pedestal.
So Trenton,
I'm your peasant.
yes, you are. So Trenton sent me a second message and saying that she's a big lover and supporter, and just she's not ashamed to proclaim who she is.
Love
So
her.
all her posts are like faith based in it.
Yes.
So I went onto her website.
You mean Facebook profile?
Facebook on her Facebook. It's still on the website, but I went to her Facebook profile, and just every post is just
Very uplifting.
light to the world. It's absolutely incredible. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that there's people like that out there that exist, that are not afraid to proclaim who they are. Like they're not,
shine
yeah,
bright.
to shine, right? And so, props to you, Ella. Thank you so much for being a long-time listener,
Yes. We appreciate you. We love you. You have the most amazing hugs.
and happy birthday.
Today's her birthday?
No,
Oh. When was her birthday?
this year.
Okay. We love you so much. Whenever your birthday is, know that we're wishing you the most amazing birthday.
Happy. I'm not lying.
She was born sometime this year.
She was born sometime this year.
Okay.
So talking about big words.
Go ahead. You can share.
So I teach new members. That's my new calling, right? And so I teach new members. And
I'm worried about
you should be.
because our newer members sometimes they are still learning English.
They
So
are.
they are learning Miguel English.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're gonna go around into this world and say these random words
30
and realize that
30% of what I say is not English proper grammar. You have to understand, right? So
His talent is in the speaking, presenting format,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
in the written word.
yeah. Oh, you should see me writing on the board.
I know. I have seen you. Chicken scratch. I think it's just because you don't know how to spell words, so you're like,
That's exactly what it is.
I know.
Yeah, that's I make it look like doctor's notes, right? And I'm like, I know what that means. I put the first two letters, and then I should know what the rest of the things. But anyways, so I'm talking, and we talked about Doctrine and Covenants 135, which was the martyrdom of Joseph Smith, right? And so, anyways, so before I started going into 135, I did a timeline. From 4,000 to 0 was just, the Old Testament time, 0 to 2025 is our time. And then I went a second line, which is the Old Testament was written during this period, 4,000 to 0. The next line, New Testament was written between 0 and 96. And then we talked about the apostasy, the great apostasy, and then we talked about Doctrine and Covenants. It was written between 1820 and 1918. And then we talked about modern time, which is 1844, which is when he was 135, which when he died, when they killed him, till present. There's always been a prophet on the earth, right? Anyways, so we're going through all this. Then I started hitting hard on the great apostasy. I'm like, listen, this is 1,420 years of like, there's nobody in the earth. There's nobody receiving revelation. People are being inspired, but they're not receiving revelation. Nobody's writing new scriptures. Nothing's happening, right? And I'm like, and nobody's interpreting the scriptures. Like, there's nobody on the earth that can say, thus says the Lord. And so anyways, I got called out afterwards, and then they're like, that's not a word. I'm like, yes, it is. So I looked it up.
It's not a word.
It's not a word at all.
Well, that's...
But here's what's the worst thing.
What is the worst thing?
So Linda King and her husband...
Mr. King.
David King.
Okay, I was like, I don't know.
They have a notebook, and they've called it Miguelisms.
Oh, I should get a hand on that book. We could potentially sell it. We can make T-shirts out of it.
I want to tell you right now, they've reviewed a couple of them. They're funny. They are like, I'm like, I said that, and they're like, yeah. So apparently, when I was a bishop, I never said any isms.
Okay.
But the minute, so before my being a bishop, all the time, talks, classes, lessons, and then now yesterday I taught my first lesson after bishop, and then
the Lord was like, the mantle was gone.
You're on your own now, buddy. I was like, I don't got your back. Thank you. So yeah, apparently interpreting is not a word.
Yeah, that's not a word. Interpretate. No, you didn't say interpretating.
Yeah.
Yes, interpretation. That's what you meant.
I said interpreting. That's what I meant to say. Nobody was interpreting the scriptures.
And interpretating.
And I said nobody was interpreting. That's not a word.
You know what? People knew what you meant. It's okay.
Yeah, whatever. So check this out. I went to the gym this morning. So I'm starting to go back to early morning, and my boy's getting me into it.
Okay.
Have you done? No, you don't go to the gym. Have you done any of the chair massages?
That when I've gone and gotten my nails done, yes. Whenever you go get your nails done, their chairs are massage chairs.
You're lying to me right now.
No, I'm not.
All the time? Like every chair?
Yeah, I've been all the ones I've been to. I don't go consistently, but all the ones I've been to have been massage chairs. I don't know how the intensity of the massage chairs at a gym though. Maybe the gym ones are more intense. Is it just the back, or is it like a full body?
You crawl into this chair, and then there's like two, like you put your hands in there.
Okay, so that's not.
And then
it's more of the basic ones that.
And then the legs, these two things that just wrap around your legs, and then they inflate, and then they pressure, and then
amazing.
they stretch, and then they stretch you out, and all these different things.
Okay, no, I haven't had that.
So I have a gym membership. I don't know if I should be telling this.
Do share. Now I'm intrigued.
It's a little bit embarrassing.
I love it. Do it. Share it. Give the people what they want.
Okay.
Give Maria what I
Yeah,
want to know. I'm like, give the people what they want. It's really me that wants to know. Go for it. Tell me.
So these chairs, right? You go in, you see whatever, and you press. So I didn't have my glasses on. So I came in with like like my bag, and so I have a little green bag from my mission, and I have my scriptures in there, my phone in there, my glasses in there, and that's what I use to carry from machine to machine.
Okay.
Like my keys and everything, right?
Okay.
So I got 2 bags. I got my gym bag and I got my carry-on bag.
Okay.
Okay. So I have a special membership. It's called the Ultimate that allows you to go into the separate room. It's dark, right? And then there's all these massage chairs.
Okay.
There's a water bed, like with jet screens, jet stuff, jet streams.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I would have to look it up because a water bed makes me think of like old school water beds that you lay down.
No, it's a hydro bed, massage bed.
Okay.
So you lay down and this thing just starts shooting jets all the way up and down your back.
Okay.
And you just lay there and you're just like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
There's one of those rolling things. You put your muscle on there and it starts stretching.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, so there's all of these different machines. And there's 2 massage tables. Crazy, right?
Okay.
Okay. So it's been years since I haven't gone into this room,
Okay.
right? There's new machines and all this stuff. So I go in. I'm like, okay, I like this. You know, let me. I'm early in the morning. I don't have any appointments right now. Let me just do 20 minutes of this. So I go in and I don't have my glasses because I put them down. So I get this tablet with buttons, right? And I can't see them. And so I'm like, oh man, shoot. And I thought I saw something that said pro.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm a pro.
Okay.
So I pressed it.
Okay.
When I tell you that I got violated, I'm not joking at this point. Like, so
were you in the chair?
I was in the chair.
So you couldn't come out?
I couldn't come out. Already strapped in, right? I probably could have come out. It would have taken more energy to come out and try and figure out which buttons to press.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at this. I'm like, listen, I think it says pro. And you know, like I've done massages and I got my muscles ripped. I can take the pain. So I hit pro. So I'm laying there and out of the neck, these hands come out. These 3 balls. Yeah. And they start rotating. I'm like, oh, this is good. And it's just like starts digging into my okay. And I'm like, and it's and I don't want to say it's starting to hurt, but it is. I can feel the pressure. Yeah. I can feel the pressure. Right? And I'm like, I like this. And then it starts to go down.
Your back, I feel like your back is so tight, so it must have been so painful.
It was it was painful, but it wasn't painful. It was good. It was good, right? I loved it. I'm there, and this thing's grabbing my arm, and I'm like, yeah, give it to me. And then it gets to my waist, and and then I thought it was gonna stop there and then go back.
No, it's full down. I would assume
it kept going.
Yes. Did it go all the way down to your legs?
No, it just went to my butt cheeks.
And then it was really giving it to your butt cheeks.
So I don't want to sound graphic.
I'm worried about the sounds that were coming out of your mouth. And it potentially other people being in there and be like...
There were other people there, right? And I was like, I gotta be careful what I say and do right now. So it starts like going like this. Listen, I am sorry for those who are watching. It starts spreading.
Okay. So spreading his, you know what?
My butt cheeks, right? Yeah. So I'm like, woo, woo. And then, oh my gosh, a third hand comes out.
Where'd that third hand go?
I'm not joking, dude. You think I'm joking? So I'm stuck in this chair. Being touched by this chair. I can't move. I can't let go. And I'm like, what is happening? And there's 3 hands working on my lower waist. And yeah.
You came out and you had a conversation with Tegan.
Like, I went to prison today.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you right now, it was not a fun experience.
So you wouldn't do it again?
I'm doing it again tomorrow.
He's like, I already got my chair bug.
But I'm going in and I want to see what button I pressed. I need to figure out what this button is and then what happens. Like why it did that to me.
You're going back to the scene of the crime to figure things out.
I came out smoking. I was like,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Yes, welcome to our podcast where we talk all about vision to success.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We're lucky that we even have viewers. Look at our level of conversations.
I'm sorry. I do apologize if I've created any visuals for you, but I hand on the Bible. I'm telling you right now, this is exactly what happened. And I want to know why there's a third hand down there.
I don't know. Go and find it. Take a picture of it.
What do you
Take a
mean?
picture. No, that's my third hand.
What are you talking?
No, of the actual button that you press.
Yeah.
I'm
have to.
interested to see.
I
Take
thought
about-
I
yeah.
thought it said pro. Like it looked like. I mean, I had to like go like this, and I'm like, I think it says pro, and so it made sense. Like I can do pro.
Okay, now we must figure it out.
I'm going back again tomorrow, and I am.
He's like, as a matter of fact, I'm going right after the podcast. I'm gonna figure things out.
I have to figure things out.
That's right.
Do a second session of pro.
Listen, if he's wondering, he got curious. Honestly, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? So that happened to me today. Thank you for logging in, guys. So that's that. So listen, I want to do something new today.
Okay.
So I know that we're going to talk about what we're talking about, but I also want to bring something else to the show.
Okay. What is it?
It might get us canceled.
I'm worried. No, actually, no, I'm not worried. Okay, go for it.
Something called current events.
Okay. Where we talk about our current situation and give our thoughts. I like it.
Yeah, like the news.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it because I think it's healthy to have different opinions, and you and I don't always agree in things.
100%, yeah.
So let's do it.
But some of these things might get us canceled.
Ooh, I'm excited. Let's do it.
So I got
Who's gonna cancel us? It's a free country. We're using social. Just kidding. Go for it.
No, and we wanna be sure to be respectful of
Yes.
to everybody else and whatever. And my opinions I always try and be neutral. To like I trying to see both sides and see where we can meet in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I always wanted to open up a show that said meet me in the middle.
Okay.
Always
Where you
want-
have like people of opposing views meeting together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Joe Rogan does. Sometimes he has people of opposing views and
Yeah.
he like talks to them, right?
Yeah, like human beings, right? As we should. Mm-hmm. So did you hear what happened in Cincinnati?
No, actually.
So
I
at
didn't.
this point in time, if this is going to be something legit, it's going to be a button and we're going to press and it's like, chugga, 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 chugga,
Okay.
current events. Gang, gang, gang.
I know. I should probably read current events because I never do. I never know what's going on in the world.
Okay, Cincinnati
Okay.
and BYU. Did you hear what happened there?
No, do tell. Is it new?
Yeah, I think it happened last week. It's been blowing up on my, I don't know when it happened, but it's been blowing up
Was
on my
it the
social.
derogatory terms?
Yeah.
Oh, I totally saw that.
F the Mormons.
Yeah. I was like, in all honesty, when it comes to that kind of stuff, I don't really care.
But here's the thing is, did you hear what happened the day before that?
No, I didn't. Let's.
So every university, they have like almost like a bishop storehouse, like a food storage, right? That they can give out to kids, to youth, or like if they're hungry, whatever.
Okay.
Most universities have it.
Okay.
It's just like
Like a food bank. Is that what
like
you're
a,
talking
like a, almost like a food bank,
Okay.
right? So Cincinnati has its own
Okay.
that they help whatever, and so they were running low, like
Oh, and the church helped.
so they're running low. Can I tell the story?
Go for it.
No, I mean you can
At
say
the
it
end
if
of
you
the day,
want.
I do feel like I've seen bits and pieces through my social media, but go for it.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole thing.
I mean, you don't, because it seems like you do. Like, I mean, you keep interrupting.
Okay, I promise I will not interrupt.
That's a lie. But anyways,
Let's see how long I can make it. Okay, go for it.
no. And so a day or two before, knowing that they were going to go play them, like let's help out Cincinnati, right? A game's a game, but at the end of the day, these are still human beings and stuff. And so the church donated over 27,000 pounds of food. So truckloads were coming in and just filling up all their stuff. And so then the next day they played Cincinnati, BYU, and then just all the students just started chanting F the Mormons, and whatever. But apparently it's this trending that's happening, and I don't know.
Yeah, because I thought, I don't know if it was just Cincinnati. I remember watching something similar about a month ago. So I didn't know if maybe I had my...
And maybe it's the same one, but
Ooh, what are your thoughts? I'm interested to hear.
um
Be open. Just like, who cares? Like, it's just me and you. Just
So-
me and you conversation. Be that open.
yeah. It's not. it's not.
We can pretend.
So my natural instincts is just to find a way to cancel and just to
Cincinnati.
yeah.
Cancel Cincinnati.
It's just I want like, and this is the thing, is one of the reasons why I want to bring this up, and actually it fits in with like our show, not today's show, but just the show in general, is when I hear stuff like this, the natural man is I want retribution. I want
that
vengeance.
Yes.
I want
You want them to suffer.
I want them to. I want discipline, right? Like that's the natural man, and the scriptures does say that the natural man is an enemy to God. So I do realize that that is not a wholesome thing to think about.
First of all, let's like take it back a little bit, because we know in these scriptures in the Bible we have two brothers who were very much like that, the sons of thunder. John and his brother James. They were very much about bringing like light and fire to the Samaritans.
Wow, and you make fun of me.
Anyway, they were all about vengeance and retribution, right? So I think it's very much part of a natural. But what we
But
do
it's not
next,
correct.
yeah. But the thing is that I'm always a fan. It's fine to have that as a first, second thought. What matters is what like your third, your fourth, your fifth.
actions, yeah.
Exactly, right? You got to make sure that you like check your thoughts, because your thoughts will lead you to actions.
Yeah. So how do you overcome that? Like, so here I am, and it's like, I can't believe they're doing this. Like, somebody should apologize. Somebody should get canceled over there. You know, they should like fire, get rid of those students and
Take
whatever.
the example of the church. I always find the church is never caught up in what other people say. They just continue to bring light, right? That's, if you ever take a look at it, the church never goes and condemns behavior. They never go and, the behavior of Cincinnati or other schools, unless it's, no, I've only seen one post where they condemned the violent behavior of what happened with Charlie Kirk. That was the only time that they've ever posted about anything that's of a current event. But aside from that, they don't usually post.
And that fire in the church.
Sorry?
The fire that happened in the church.
Oh, and the fire, yes.
Some guy ran with the truck, and then the whole church went up in flames. And
yes.
so the nationwide, they condemned those actions and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. I personally, because I used to feel a lot that way, I used to get a ton of anti-content, and sometimes I still get anti. Our church is having a moment, so obviously there's a ton of haters out there. There's people who have been members of our church who are now not longer going or active or feel like they're members of our church, that say a lot of negativity, whether it is from our beginnings, our history, from times now, how they felt at church and whatnot. And you have these people who feel like they have to defend, right? And I used to be in that bandwagon until I felt how my feelings came. I felt anger, I felt stress, I was thinking about it. And then I listened to a few podcasts, I've read some of the general conference talks, and I see how the church handle things, and they don't, like, they always answer with love. They always just continue doing their light, they continue doing their thing. They don't bring any kind of light into this. They don't participate in it. It's not, you never see the church going into these accounts and like commenting themselves, right?
Yeah.
So I try to minimize the anti-content. Sometimes you can't because of algorithms. My algorithm knows I'm LDS, so a lot of my content is both pro and against.
Yeah.
What I like to do is whatever content I have that comes up against, I like to study it more, so I'm better prepared if I ever had to have a one-on-one conversation.
Yeah, you didn't know anything about this though. So nice try.
Anyway, those are my personal
just
views.
Calling her out.
So at the end of the day, what
I like
I
to
say.
study things out. Which one? The one that happened a month ago? Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Cincinnati.
it happened first in Colorado weeks ago, and now in Cincinnati. I'm like, who cares? Just keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's what Stephen R. Covey says with regards to how much we over focus on the outside. Just focus on your sphere of influence.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my thoughts anyway.
That's your thoughts on this current event. So just focus on you and what you can do to bring light.
Just keep bringing
Like
light.
Ella.
Ella, yes. See, Ella's not busy posting about Cincinnati stuff.
Ella.
I
Ella,
do have to say,
welcome to my umbrella, Ella.
I do have to say that I do have a lot of friends that are members of the church that sometimes do share negative content, not about the church, but like kind of like clickbait stuff of either things that have happened or what people are saying or like how condemning this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I just, for me, I don't feel like it brings the right spirit.
Yeah.
That's just my own thoughts.
We learned that 2 weeks ago about the spirit of contention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it never does anything. That's why we're asked to be peace givers, right?
Yeah. The second one's a little bit more controversial.
Ooh, do tell.
So I want to be very careful what we say because we don't want to offend either sides of the spectrum here.
Okay.
Okay. And
I'm excited. Okay, go for it. The drama.
It is very.
Am I gonna get messages? Sometimes I have gotten messages of things that I've said.
Are you really?
People, yeah, not necessarily on the podcast. It has been over things that I've posted on my social media.
Oh yeah.
And saying how I remember this one particular person who I shared like something on my stories, and I said these are my goals. I can't remember exactly what it was, and she just talked about how it wasn't aligned, that she hates posts like this because they don't take into consideration X, Y, Z. And she, yeah, it was like a full paragraph. My initial reaction was to be annoyed and upset, and I could feel my heart like that. But
the Latina coming out.
Listen, I have learned the best thing to do: put that phone down and don't answer for 24 hours.
Check 2. Oh, okay, that's where I go. I looked at a button here.
Okay.
Don't answer 24 hours. Mm-hmm. Okay. This next one's it's and I'm very hesitant to bringing it up.
Do tell. I'm excited. Okay, go for it. Tell us. Tell the people what they want.
And the only reason is because it keeps coming up, and I guess it's because my algorithm, right?
Is it anti?
No, not anti.
Stuff?
No,
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the church.
Okay.
But it's what's been happening in downtown Toronto.
Oh, I have no idea what's been happening downtown
with
Toronto.
The protests, Palestine.
Oh. I can see how that can definitely bring us canceled because I have my own opinions and my own thoughts with regards to that. That sometimes I'm a little like, I don't always share.
So here's where I want to meet in the middle.
Okay.
Right? It's
what's happening? Why are there protests?
It's the same thing that everything that's happening in Palestine, everything that's happening in the East, and how North America is supporting the Jews and not the Palestinians, and then the Palestinians don't feel supported, and all these different things, right? I don't know much of either or. Okay. Okay, so I don't have an opinion. Okay. Okay, so again, just hear me out first. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I don't want to get caught up in the middle. And I've heard a little bit about it, and I do see both sides, right? Mm-hmm. I do see both sides. What I don't agree with is what's happening is that the burning of the flags.
Of Canadian flags? Canadian
and American. I'm not American, so whatever, but Canadian. And that, to me, it's really starting to bother me. Mm-hmm. And again, I feel for Palestine. I really do, right? Everything that they're going through, and my heart goes out to you, and the suffering and the oppression that's been taking place. So, I'm pro-protest. I am. I'm pro-protest. A lot of great things have happened because of protesting, right? In El Salvador, we didn't go to protest. We went straight to violence. Mm-hmm. And then we were in war for years. Mm-hmm. So I love the fact that we're doing protests, that we're doing peaceful protests and all these different things, and we're marching, and a lot of great things have happened because of that. What I am bothered is when they take the Canadian flag and then they start burning it. Mm-hmm. And I love Canada. Mm-hmm. Like, I love Canada. And Canada has opened their doors to not just them, but to like the Latin community and all these different cultures around the world to come and enjoy the land, and we're not under war and oppression and things like that. Mm-hmm. And so my question is, or my plea is, can you protest without hating the people that allowed you to come in? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So that's my opinion, and I don't know what to do, and I see those things, and I can feel, like what you were saying, the blood.
You feel the bubbling, right?
I do feel the bubbling, whatever. And
that's an area where I feel bubbling as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of protests that do looting, that create like that you start knocking down different
businesses, mom and pop
businesses.
shops. That, like,
Exactly.
yeah.
I watched this video where there was this peaceful, it wasn't even a protest, it was just the Jewish community having a meeting, and there was pro-Palestine protesters that came in, ran in through the meeting, were screaming all kinds of things, broke down the establishment. And now I do want to say that there is, sometimes you get fed whatever you end up watching, so you end up seeing a lot of the same things. So I do want to say that that is a possibility, but even what's on the news, you often see people demanding, right? And remember, we are in Canada. Canada is helping in a sense with regards to the things that are happening in the war, and obviously we don't want suffering. What I don't like is that do this or else attitude, and that's what we have. You do this or else. You don't do this, then you must be against me.
Yeah.
I don't like that. And it rubs me the wrong way. Violence rubs me the wrong way, especially because violence to stand up for something. No, that's not how it works. If you look at history, the most impactful protests have been the ones that have been nonviolent.
Yeah, yeah.
When you have a violent protest, you know what happens? People start turning against you.
The other side pushes back.
Of course.
Yeah.
You end up seeing all these things. And then the thing is that some of these people that have been celebrated as pro-Palestine, they're actually attached to terrorist groups.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they're celebrated by terrorist groups around the world.
Yeah.
So if you kind of know a little bit of the history behind who's protesting and like who's doing what and whatnot, you're just kind of like. And also sometimes the people that are protesting are not really there for Palestine. They're there for their own agenda.
Yeah, they're there to add fuel to the fire.
Exactly.
Right? So I saw, and one of the reasons why I'm bringing this up is like I think we can do better as society, both sides.
Absolutely.
Right. And then I was watching this video, and I don't know what it's called. I think it's called Rumble, or not Bumble. Rumble. What's Bumble? Bumble is something else, right?
I think it's like a dating app.
Yeah. So not Bumble. I think it's called Rumble. Where
Like I was using Bumble. What? Just kidding.
you can find my profile on Bumble. You can't. And so, but it was a Jewish man, right? And it's one of those things that you tap it, and then this website, what it does, you log on. I don't know the matrix. I don't know how it works really, but you log on live, and then this thing starts feeding through everybody that is also live, and then they match you.
Okay.
So you can have live conversations with somebody else from anywhere around the world.
Okay.
Right? And then if you don't like where the conversation's going, I think you just press a button. If you and I get matched on this thing and we're having this live conversation and you start saying something dumb or whatever inappropriate, like as you normally would do, I can just press this button. It gets rid of you. You still stay live. And then it starts to look for somebody else that I can, almost like a chat room, right? And so this guy, he's Jewish, and he's just going through whatever, and then he gets matched with this one other guy, and he goes, "Oh, my friend," and hey, whatever. And the guy, so the Jewish guy was on the top. It was a split screen. The guy on the bottom was like, "Where are you from?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm Jewish." He goes, "Oh, free Palestine," and he starts saying all these different things. He goes, I'm out of here. And then the Jewish guy goes, wait, before you go, let's just talk. Let's talk for a minute. Let's just talk. He goes, I don't hear anything from you. No, let's just talk, right? And they had this conversation, and they were like, they became, I don't want to say best friends, but
they understood better.
It was so cordial at the end, right? And then the guy on the Jewish guy on the top and goes, "How do you feel?" And he goes, "Oh man, I feel better." He goes, I need to check myself. And then the guy on the top and goes, "Yeah, you're right. And I also need to check myself." And goes, "Is it possible to have a difference of opinions and still be friends?"
Yeah.
And then the Palestine guy was like, "Absolutely."
Yeah.
That I was just like, how can we get to there, right? And I think one of the biggest problems is with hate and fear rules your emotions or your actions, then you'll get violence.
Yes.
And so I think what's happening, especially downtown, when they're burning all these different things and whatever, it's not out of like, listen to me, it's out of pure hate and fear. And then, but if we can approach a conversation with love and understanding, even if we
build bridges, right?
Even if we don't agree, right? Even if we don't agree, we would do so much better as a society. And this goes against goes with not just what's happening in Middle East, but also faith-based conversations and gender-based conversations, and like all these inequalities, and male versus female, and you know the LGBTQ and then the cis people. Like, if we can just learn to have a conversation with love in our hearts, oh man, I think as a society we would
benefit.
We would do
Peacemaking,
so much better.
right there. I think we need more
peacemaker.
peacemakers in the world. There's this great talk in General Conference about being peacemakers. And one of the things that he says is like, when you approach people with the attitude of building a bridge, with open hands instead of closed fists. With
I like that.
It's such a good quote. I gotta find it. It's so good that it needs to be read. So give me one moment.
I like that. While she does that, while she's looking it up, this I think goes very, very well with today's topic of conversation, which is the year was yearing.
Okay, so I really like this. It says, peacemaking still begins at the most basic place, in our hearts, then in our homes and in families. As we practice there, peacemaking will spread into our neighborhoods and communities. Okay, hold on. Where is that?
The open hand versus the closed fist.
Yeah, I'm looking for, I know I highlighted it because it was so good. I wrote it down. Okay. Peacemaking is a Christ-like attribute. Peacemakers are sometimes labeled naive or weak from all sides. Yet, to be a peacemaker is not to be weak, but to be strong in a way that the world may not understand. Peacemaking requires courage and compromise, but does not require sacrifice of principle. Peacemaking is to lead with an open heart, not a closed mind. It is to approach one another with extended hands and not clenched fists. Oh, I love this so much.
That was pretty good.
I know, it's so good, guys. I wrote this down, and whenever I think of,
because we know who you are. You're like this great angel fallen from the skies, and just you make everybody better. You're just like, you are this.
I sense some contention in your voice.
You're just no. You're this celestial being that has graced us with your presence to be amongst mortals. And put
just
up
amongst
with,
you.
and,
You're welcome.
And just put up with like these things, right? These humans.
Just
the
Miguel,
lowest of the lows.
Can I tell you that you were not peacemaking last week? Last week, him and I accompanied him to the school.
Oh, I almost threw you out the car.
He was not peacemaking.
I honestly, my hand was closing. I was not.
There was no open hand. There was a clenched fist.
There was two clenched fists.
There was no open mind.
And that third hand was coming out.
I don't even want to.
Just a third hand, just to take all these shots.
Okay, he was not peacemaking. You took me to the school, and then you started bad-mouthing me in front of me.
I just said that you were a bully. That's all I said.
Anyway, it ended up being that comment helped me to connect with the other women in there, and we realized you were the problem.
Yeah, I didn't like that. So what ended up it was, yeah, I didn't like that at all.
It was, and so then what happened at the end of the day, I decided to give him a little taste of his own medicine, and I tried to drive away in his car, but I couldn't figure out how to turn it on.
Flipping mad. I was so mad. So we get to the school where, we're doing the recruitment phase of Impact program, and they get to I'm still talking to the teacher, and then they're like, oh, can we just go to the car? I'm like, yeah. So I open up the car. Her and Seth go in. They get in the car, and I'm coming out, and they lock the door on me. I gave them the key. Forget Seth. So I gave them the key, which I'll never do again. And then they went in, and then they're in the car, and they won't let me in. And it's cold. I'm carrying all these bags.
Okay, it was one bag.
It was a
backpack. It wasn't even. It was on his back.
It was my backpack. But I was cold still, and then they wouldn't let me in. And then she goes, oh, and then this is what thing that really got me mad. I had a drink that I was savoring, and I was waiting because I was like, this is my reward after this presentation. So she jumps on the passenger seat, and then she scoots over to the driver's seat.
Okay.
Bypassing her bum cheeks on my drink.
Oh my God.
Right? And then no.
This is so why would you share such things?
Because you brought it up, not me. And so she bypasses her butt cheeks, bypasses my drink, and it crushes my drink down. And so now I have this question. Do I throw this out, this coveted drink that I've been waiting for so long, or do I press my lips on this drink?
Do not.
On this drink.
Can we not?
That has been violated by Maria.
Okay, first of all, let's just move on from this conversation.
And so I chose the drink.
May I remind mind you, full blown, I was wearing a winter jacket. Like, there's not, my jacket crushed that drink.
I was so mad. I think I said, what did I say? Oh, you left your butt juices on my drink.
This guy's the grossest guy ever. I cannot, half of the things that you say,
There's nobody around.
No, I take a step back. I'm like, do you not remember? Like, is there no kind of boundaries? Sometimes the things that he says, I'm like, I think that's a you and like Tegan, that you can say that to Tegan.
Don't sit on my chair. Don't sit on my chair. Don't sit and don't try and drive off in my car. Just don't do it. And my saving grace is
we have a video of it.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Seth was recording?
Yes. He was like, what it's like to work with MTC Live. This guy screaming, let me in. And I'm like, ah.
My saving grace is she didn't know how to turn on the car.
Yeah. I do know how to drive standard.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know how to drive standard. Because you were like, don't put it on first gear. I'm like, I know, man. Don't worry. I know how to drive.
So I do have a standard car. And I'm like, she doesn't know how to drive it.
Oh, 100%. That's how I learned how to drive.
Did you? Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad refused me to teach me how to drive on an automatic.
I did learn an automatic, but then when I moved to Toronto, the only car that we had was standard. It was the most traumatic experience of being taught by my dad to drive standard.
So anyways, that was not fun. And then she wouldn't leave, and I'm out there for like 10 minutes trying to get her to move. And then finally, when she could not figure out how to turn my car,
I know it was a difficult one. I still don't know how.
Then she went back to her chair, and I could see it happening live. And I'm like, no.
That was really he didn't care about his car. It was really about the
drink. It was my drink. It
was a coveted drink. He was like nursing that drink like no one's business.
I was so excited, and then I had to choose. Life is made of hard choices, and that was
a hard choice you made. I guess the drink was still worth it.
Get rid of the drink, or just.
This is like the weirdest podcast ever.
It's not. No,
did you see Sad? Sad is like, it's going to be on Instagram this week. So follow us. If you want to see the back end of this, follow our journey. You're going to see that this week.
And you will see Maria being a bully, not just on the podcast, but in real life. It happens.
My only wish is that I could have gotten all those scare. You remember all those times that I scared you? That I could have had them on video, and I would have given it to Seth, and Seth would have created this beautiful compilation.
You never scared me. Okay. Stop lying to the people.
You know what? It's okay. I accept that challenge. Absolutely.
So a question for you. Mm-hmm. Did something this year not go as planned? And maybe not exactly what you wanted it to happen, but then you just grew from it. You're like, okay, this is why it happened.
Yes.
Can you share?
It actually has to do with you. Sorry.
Okay, maybe don't share. This is gonna be one of those episodes of like, let's call your wife.
No. It's not like that, because you know how much like I love working together, but you also know my struggles of like my own confidence when it comes to that, right? Yeah. So I wished at the beginning of the year that I would have had more confidence into step into the role, or how you see me with regards to like being able to fulfill different roles, right?
Okay.
However, having said that, I wasn't happy with my performance. But I really feel like in the last maybe 2 to 3 months, I have grown in confidence enough to show up and want to do more and be like more open to doing more.
I agree.
So I feel like even though it didn't start out where I wanted to be, and I had a lot of self-doubt, a lot of imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
I do feel like it did set me up with regards to being able to better show up as we work together at the end of the year.
Okay.
So that would be one thing for me.
So I'm going to have a question, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm calling you out.
Call me out. It's okay.
No, I'm not calling you out, because I 100% agree with you, and the level of commitment has gone up.
Yes.
Right? So I agree. So before this realization, you were putting in what, 5, 6, 3 hours a week?
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3 in the company?
Yeah.
Do you have a new number? A new commitment?
Yeah, I do. At least for the stuff that I create, I've been aiming to do. Okay, still not a great number, but it is more than what it was before, right?
Yeah.
I would say I've been getting an average of about like 5 to 7 hours.
That's
just
good.
with regards to even doing the podcast, coming better prepared. Mm-hmm. being able to show up more as myself, being more confident to share ideas. Also, I feel like the creation of my book boosted my confidence with regards to being able to...
I still have to read that.
I know, how dare you? It's okay. But with regards to being afraid of doing something, but yet just trusting that the 30 minutes to an hour that I was working out daily would help me to build that confidence. And sharing it with people. That's like, you have no idea how hard that is, because for me, just because it's like me being at my most vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's like me standing naked in front of people. I'm like, ah! And so
Can we not?
Anyway, no, yes. Anyway,
Can we not?
So like the way that I felt, the self-doubt that came at the moment that I was about to share it was
you're about to
insane.
cry.
I know, because the self-doubt was real. Ah, why are we talking about this? Let's move on.
No, we are not moving on.
Let's move on.
These are tears.
Because it was scary. So I made I made a commitment, because you and I have talked about this book forever, right?
Yeah.
And it was just this thing that I just wasn't doing because I was afraid of a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so then finally making the commitment and like writing it on my notebook, being scheduled, like reading things that was going to help me to be committed to my journey. And then being at a point where I'm like, oh my gosh, I think it's done. And then being at that point that I'm like, because I ended up developing a system to help me just so I can focus on the day's task as opposed to seeing the overall goal, because I get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And so looking at my task that day, that task was to create an online questionnaire for beta readers and to send it to beta readers and to post about it. Like, the posting was ridiculous. I went through a moment of panic and I was like, am I really doing this? I don't think I want to do this. Oh my gosh, like, let me sleep on it. That's literally what I thought. And then I thought to myself, how am I going to feel after I post it? Yeah. And so I posted it. And the joy that came after, it was amazing. Awesome. Yeah. So
well, I am proud of you. I know I bug you and stuff like that. And we have this, I don't want to say friendship enemy, but just mostly enemy. Mostly enemy relationship.
We don't like each other. Why are we even here?
Because you're good for the numbers. But...
honestly, I'm just trying to get paid. Really, I'm just here for the money. The money has not been coming, so I'm just here until I get some money. We all have our ulterior motives.
All of us. But I do agree that there's this. When you told me, because you messaged me, I don't know if I was the first on your list or the last one, but you did message me and you're like, the book is done, and like this overwhelming feeling of joy and proud. It was real.
That's how I feel when you like kill it at stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
I know, I do feel that. Anyway.
Maybe you should be nicer to me.
Why? That'd be weird. Right?
You're like fish out of water. It's like, what? And she's tried to come in. You've tried to come in and you're like, okay, I'm going to be nice. How are you doing, Miguel? I'm like, what's happening?
It feels weird. Even when you're nice to me, I'm like, did I do something wrong? I'm like, what's coming next? I'm like, what is happening?
So one of the big major changes that's taking place as your year progresses, right? So we're about to engage, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, in a 4 series of year end, right? So these are the 4 topics that we're going to be discussing, and we might change up one or two or whatever. But today was yearing, the power of letting go, the reset ritual, which I'm kind of excited about, and then finishing the line mindset. So today was the first one. The year was yearing, and just kind of taking a look at back your previous year, and just a lot of people wait until January to start planning, and if you do that, it's already too late.
You're going to feel like you're missing out, and then you're just going to end up doing whatever, and then whatever doesn't stick. So it is a good time to start reviewing now and start thinking about what kind of things you want to do.
100%. 100%.
Okay, really funny. I was doing that this week, and you guys know my love for AI. I was busy on ChatGPT asking it questions. One of the greatest things that you can do with AI is ask clarifying questions. So here I am in my planning phase, right? One of my goals is
this gave me chills. I'm telling you right now, when you send me that picture, I was like, oh.
I was disgusted by it. I'm just kidding.
Me too.
Yeah, because it's weird. Anyway, so I'm busy. Like, I have 4 different quadrants that I'm going. I'm like, what relationships do I want to focus on? I'm like, I want to focus on my marriage. Let me strengthen my marriage. So I'm doing this thing. ChatGPT helps me out with all these, and I'm reading it. Why does ChatGPT think that Miguel is my husband? I like almost choke and threw up a little bit. I was like, well,
I threw up fully. I was in bed. We had to change the sheets. I was like,
I said that we do have I showed it to Mike, obviously, because I was like, oh my gosh, look, babe. And I was
but how did it think that?
I think it thought that because I have ran things with regards to MTC Life and us working together. But I don't know why it thought that it was.
You've never used Mike's name before?
I'm pretty sure I have. But I think it's just maybe when I was working on the content with regards to like you and I working together and me developing some goals in that. Anyway,
that is
so
hilarious.
I was appalled. I sent it.
I was in bed and she sent it to me.
Thankfully, I thought about just texting it just straight up to you, but I was like, no, I think our spouses need to be included in this message.
Because you have a chat.
We have a group chat. I know we have a group chat together. I was like, look at this.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was horrific. Gave me nightmares that night.
It gave me nightmares too. I had to take a really like hot shower just to get the goo out of my body.
We have already established that would have never worked.
Oh yeah, 40 kids later, right?
Divorced, angry, poor. Anyway, and our spouses would have married each other and they'd be thriving.
Successful, like enterprise. There would have been one of those.
Do we bring them down? Is that what
100%. Tegan would have received celestial glory. But she would have been translated.
She's an angel.
At least 20 years ago. That's when she met me.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So reviewing your year, I cannot begin to tell you how important this is in December. If you start doing this in January, you get caught up on the hype. And you never want to jump on board when it's something when it's the fad. Because what ends up happening is that you're going to be that much quicker to quitting. Like you don't last, right?
I think one of the reasons though is because you end up adopting things that are not important to you, but they sound good and other people are doing. And you're like, oh, okay, let me just do that. But especially people on social media, the way they post and whatnot, we never know what's going on behind the scenes for them or how long they've been working on this particular habit.
The principle there is you never go to a restaurant hungry and you never go grocery shopping hungry, right? Because when you do, you overspend and you overbuy all the time, right? So drink a glass of water, do all these different things, get something in your belly, and then go to a restaurant, right? That's the rule of thumb. And then you buy everything on the menu, and then there's all this food still left, and you're like, oh, freak, right? And so when you start doing that stuff, you're hungry in January. You're excited. It's a new year. And so you start making all these crazy goals, and then there's no really analysis done behind it. So if you're not going to the gym, right, and this is one of your biggest goals, I'm going to go to the gym every single day. It's a hard push to do that. If you're
going 0 to 100.
Yeah. Like you can't, right? And so one of the benefits of analyzing the month before is you take a look at your progress and be like, okay, when did I try? When did I stop? What's going on? What's been stopping me from doing all these different things? And then putting markers on there and in progressional markers. All right, I haven't been going. There's 7 days a week. I don't go. Can I go twice?
Mm-hmm. And then you build on that.
Right? Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? Let me do twice. Let me get my body feel like used to it and stuff like that. And let me add a third day. And then you can start progressing up, right? Mm-hmm. But in the hype in January, you start giving yourselves all these crazy, non-profitable, it's going to be really, really hard for you to really progress.
You know, the crazy thing about the industry of gyms is that the way that they make money is at the beginning of the year when all these people are signing up for memberships because they oversell, right? They don't have capacity for all the people who are buying, but they bank on people not returning.
I subscribe to Gym Humor. Mm-hmm. It's a Instagram whatever, and they just posted. You know, in the Lion King when Simba is in the gorge.
Yes.
And then right before it, all the antelopes come, right? And then he's like, and he sees the ground like, whatever, and then goes, it's like me waiting for the new gym memberships in January, and you see all the antelopes, or no, the bulls or whatever they were, kind of like going over the hill, and it just, and then anyways, so that's, January is not Anyway.
It's okay. You just have to tweak the time that you go, I guess.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And
that's okay. And honestly, I do feel like a gym is a welcoming place for everybody, but you want to set up yourself for success.
That's the key.
You want to have the time that you're going, but not only that, have a plan of what you're going to do.
Yeah.
I find the majority of things that break down is because we don't have a plan.
Yeah.
We go, we feel overwhelmed. What am I going to do right now? And that doesn't work.
Yeah. So you shared something that your year was yearing. Mine for me was the business, the company. And then I felt for the last couple of years that this company's been stuck on a gear, and I cannot get it over the next gear because anyway, I can't. Lack of manpower. I'm already waking up at 3.
Yeah.
So how many?
There's only one of you, right?
And there's only one of me, and I've been carrying 3 hats. Every business has 3 hats: production, sales, and administration. Right, and I've been doing all 3. And so now I was like, okay, I really need to commit to something or someone where they can take at least 1.5 of my hats, and I can focus on really building and developing more. So with this, when Impact came through, I was like, okay, the funds that are coming in from Impact, I'm going to use it to hire someone.
And then it worked out because it was Seth, right?
And it was Seth. Seth was looking. Seth saw me do a workshop, and he comes up to me and goes, how can I get in on this? And I'm like, well,
I think you guys are a good fit too because you naturally trust them. I think it's
Yeah.
hard for you to trust other people and let them in.
yeah.
So that's
So
Yeah.
if you're starting to see more activity on our social sites and content in our store, because we really want to start developing that, and we're developing courses. You're developing one. I'm developing one. We want to get some Facebook groups happening as well, like a supporting for parents and stuff. If you start to see all these things starting to come up, it's because of Seth.
100%.
Seth is I'm still trying to find a title for him. Creative director.
Creative director.
Yeah, that's what I was
the
thinking
creative
today.
director.
Actually, look at that, eh?
You're welcome, Seth.
But here's the thing: is he's not just doing the content, but he's also going to be on the field. So he's a junior coach / creative director.
He's so good though. He is the best parts of you and Tegan.
Relax. So Seth is asking, so you're saying that I'm the best, that you're welcome? No, I'm saying that you're an expense right now, and I can't wait until you become an asset.
I guess you got to invest money in order for that to come in, right?
And I told him
he is an investment.
I told him if he doesn't triple my income in the next
He's
3
fired.
months, he's fired.
He is on probation. You are on probation.
This is your probationary period.
It is what it is.
I got a lot of people willing to jump on board. And
just hit my knee on this. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
On what? There's nothing there.
This
Oh.
is something. It's wherever this goes. Anyway.
So what's up with the Aunt Jemima look?
This is how I look at home.
Do you really?
I want to go for a walk at some point later today.
Looking like that?
Yeah, it's because it keeps my ears warm.
No, it looks good.
Now you know why this would never ever work. He is.
I would be calling her out all the time.
The things that he says are borderline insulting, borderline kind of like racial.
No, that's not that's not being racist.
Not this, but other stuff that you've said to me. There's other stuff that he said to me that I'm like, I had to tell him. I was like
okay.
Let's not go down that path. Anyway, I was like, what are you saying to me? I'm like, you gotta bring it back. Anyway, I do realize that half the time he doesn't understand the meaning of things.
I grew up with that word, La India. I grew up with that word as a term of endearment. So for me, India, in maybe it was just a household, but like in El Salvador, calls India, vení para acá. It was always like a term of endearment, but apparently it's not. In Latin American countries, that is one of the worst things you can say to somebody. I did not know that. Again, I came here when I was 8. That's my excuse.
Anyway, so if you ever hear him saying something that you're raising your eyebrows at, just trust and believe that he doesn't know the meaning. Just give him the benefit of the doubt. He hasn't ChatGPT'd it yet. He hasn't had somebody be like, maybe you shouldn't say that.
Bro, don't call me out like that.
No, I'm helping you so people are not offended with your comments.
Yeah, so that happened once.
That people were offended by what
Somebody
you said?
was offended. Not on it was on the podcast. I said something about learning to see the person's best self or whatever. Anyways, I get a message saying that
Messages are the best too. When you're like, "What? I said what?" And the worst is when you can't even remember exactly what you said. You're
No,
like,
oh, I remember. So
Okay.
I said, I said on the podcast, I said, you need to learn how to be supportive to people, no matter who they are, what they are, and all these different things, which is the correct principle.
I'm still right.
And then,
That's what you say.
and then apparently I had him over when I was in a different ward. So he's a member of the church, and he came in, and I started making fun of, was this his shirt or his belt? And he looked, the shirt or the belt looked girlish. And so I started poking fun, but it was like, guys poking, like I just called you Aunt Jemima, right?
Mm-hmm.
With that thing, and it was like, whatever. Anyways, so we're all laughing, and I saw him laughing, but apparently like it really offended him to the point that 20 years later, he still remembers. And he messaged me on a
Did
call.
you apologize?
I did.
Yeah.
Profusely.
Yeah.
I was like, again, I'm not above myself to like, admit when I'm wrong. And so I'm like, listen, buddy, I am so sorry. It was just a bunch of guys having fun. We're all joking. I got made fun of. I go, but it's no excuse. I had no idea that it was a sensitive topic. And listen, I stand by what I said on the podcast. We should be supportive, but, I am so sorry, right? Like I never meant to, whatever. I don't know if he responded back, but yeah.
At least, yeah. At
But
least, yeah.
sometimes, but it's true though. Sometimes we say something, but props to him too for calling me out.
Yeah.
Because other people would just be like complaining,
crap
yeah,
about you.
talking crap, complaining behind the screen and never saying anything. But he was courageous enough, and if you're watching, then thank you for that. And he
Feel free to call him out in anything that he has said. Message him. Post it online. Post it as a review. No, I'm just kidding. Don't post it as a review because I'm part of this podcast too.
You just opened up a floodgate.
We all know it's gonna be taken right there. I was offended when you said this, that. I can't believe you said this.
That is. Listen, again, I don't have a mean bone in my body.
Yeah,
and
it's true.
I love to joke around. Growing up with my friends, we would always poke fun at each other. That's how we used to joke around, right? Louis, Chito, George, all of it were just like make fun of each other, whatever. And we always we delivered it with love and we received it with love. And then we would take it and make fun of you. So those habits have stuck with me. And so then sometimes when I joke around with people, I turn to my childhood ways. And I just like poke fun of you, but I'm like smiling. I don't mean offense. I give you a hug and all these different things. But you have to be careful because there's some topics that I will hit that may be like super sensitive to somebody, like that shirt or belt, whatever it was.
I've said things too.
You say things all the time.
Yeah, I do say things all the time. I've been called out before for things that I have said in front of a whole big group of people. And at first, like, I was very resistant to what the person was saying. But then after, I'm like, if I continue being resistant, it's not going to go anywhere. So I accepted it. I thought about it. And then I apologized.
Yeah. All right, dude. Are we done?
We're done.
We're
This
done.
is it. My stomach hurts.
She told me. She's like, I got indigestion. As soon as she walks in.
You know what? I haven't been eating properly. I had treats. And my stomach does not do well with treats. Anyway, that's it.
Really?
Thank you for coming
Is
to
this
the
your
podcast.
crouton?
Remember my crouton
adventure?
escapade?
You're probably still feeling it from then.
No, it's not the croutons. It's just I need to have more vegetables in my life. When I'm not super committed to a program or anything like that, I have a hard time following a nutrition program. That's where I'm at. But I am in my search of eating healthier.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen, a couple of posts are going to go up and just even promoting the upcoming episodes so you're fully aware of what we're going to be talking about. So please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe everything that's here. And share. Just let people know who we are.
Be an Ella.
Be a what?
Get a minute, don't know. Get a minute of your time. Get a minute of your.
I sure gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. God of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its sides. Fall down, that from my heart. didn't see the blank I have in my eye. What you hear in yourself when no one's to be found? What keeps you eased out? What takes you off your mind? Guess you want this, I want this. Everybody in this, we should have it. Stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them. Take the time to recognize it. You won't leave me even if I tried it. You're the artist in the mass and happily perform the new in your hands. I show that I live right and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time.